Hello again, back from a very quick break, and sending a link to my friend so that he can join in things. Actually, one of the things I need to do is to get some water going. I've had an entire day of coughing after erroneously trying to inhale a mouthful of saliva, and it did not draw good attention when I did that, but even more cumbrous was the seemingly endless coughing that I've been doing since then. And I've been doing it here. I've been actively trying to get my microphone muted in time. I'm waiting for my friend to make it on here. Welcome back, Mitchell. Shout out to Mitchell. Unfortunately, the amount of time I took sorry, led to a sunrise, which makes for desert riding and traversing to be a bit less than comfortable.
Hyenas. Khalisat must be inside.
Khalisat is a shout out to Khaleesi in Game of Thrones. I hope it isn't, but they do sort of give a few nods here and there. Here, this is the Great Pyramid. And by this time it had already been pillaged and looted.
You who dares to enter here where silence has befallen her.
A Magi who has treaded many jewels to find you. Hide if you must, hyena. But this tomb will not protect you.
I demand that you stop here. Turn back now and I will excuse this intrusion.
Siwa was an intrusion.
Ammo. I'm just looking for movement. This lady's nasty.
Foolish man, I am Iset, possessor of magic. The gods live here, not you.
What sort of mischief is she entertaining?
Iset, I think, is Egyptian for Isis. Not ISIS as in the Islamic State. Isis as in the goddess Isis. In ancient Egyptian, any name that you hear that ends in a T is feminine. Isis is a Greek name. I know there's a well, but I'm going to check it. It's around.
Be gone! Osiris cannot be disturbed!
This trapdoor. What is it protecting?
Heathen! The wakeful one is asleep! Go no further, or I will drench these arid plains with your blood!
Great. I really don't like deadly puzzles. I don't know if I can dodge through here or what. Or if I'll just instantly drop dead. Man. Excuse me. Just like I gotta take a sip of water. have a feeling I'm not gonna like walking through this. Okay, that was anticlimactic. Sorry for any taxing of patience. This area has been scorched.
What is this place? A tomb beneath a tomb. Is this where you hide, hyena?
Lots of silica down here.
What gruesome madness happened here? A dark place with a window to the gods. What kind of ritual is she performing? Still warm. And the ceremonial knife. This was a sacrifice. This sarcophagus is decorated with goddesses of the Mother. Strange symbols are marked all over it. Offerings to Osiris, protector of the dead.
Retransmission, Segment 3, Acquiring Contemporaneity. It has been 95 days since the Great Catastrophe. The messenger speaks. You must be wondering why I have reached out to you. It was written, you see, that you would come to this particular chamber at this very moment in time. The walls told us of your coming when we once were. Look at them. Are they not fascinating? These walls tell of a tragic story. A story we transcribed on our structures, on our artifacts. A story we cannot alter. A mystery defying us in plain sight. We tried. Our scholars and scientists, poets and physicists, bright minds, rebellious hearts. They all tried so hard to bring about change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered, the stories written into the walls of these rooms. By whom, we never knew. We know they tell of the future that is, the future that was, and the future that is yet to come. The heroes. We failed at modifying the line. We failed at adding a single dot. It was clear. We were to be messengers at best. But messengers to whom? To you. We removed our ability to read those stories from your original template. A doorway that is also a puzzle. We must find the solution. Those were Brutus's words when he visited the vault under the Colosseum more than 2,000 years ago. He drew the vault, sketched it to the best of his abilities, but he could not see. Just as you are blind, you may read your watch, you may read hourglasses and calendars, but you cannot grasp beyond that simplistic surface. For now, the true reading of time still escapes you. And so today, the curtain's pulled, and the Eros is shown, tragic and complete. Those walls you might never read. Events yet unfold as written. But something, anything must change. You do not understand what is at stake. The reader has no power. He is but an observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. A future where zeros are avoided. A future where a loved one can be revived by the drafting of a new chapter. A future where humankind is more than it is today. A future where, just perhaps, we can all still exist together.
Well, that was weird and cryptic.
Alyssa drew these symbols here. Was she trying to figure out their meaning? I think I know what dark deeds Khaliset was after here. Khaliset was doing a ritual. She began by calling to Osiris with these offerings. She used a knife to sacrifice her captives. She collected their blood for some dark purpose. She was attempting to learn these strange symbols. She must have found them in this room. Once she knew the symbols, she carved them here, and ended the ritual with one final prayer over the sarcophagus. Khaliset must be trying to bring someone back to life. But just who is buried down here?
Inscriptions of a mother, so I'm assuming it's her daughter.
Child.
My child!
You lost your child.
I haven't. Her rest is temporary. You have intervened on her reawakening.
And yet you aligned yourself to the Order. Ravage this tomb. Khaliset!
Don't you dare say my name! My name does not merit your lips, you who have dishonored her. I am a good mother. Yeah! You're no match for me, desert scum!
Oh, I think I will be.
us, then your blood will be part of my daughter's resurrection. I will bury you in the sand.
Shit. The wind rises, and the sand with it.
Yeah, sandstorm, that's my favorite.
Now I will show you what happens to those who desecrate my daughter's tomb. Yeah!
Fireball.
Hathor! Protect me from this defilement!
I have come only for you, hyena. The gods need not be involved.
You have infringed upon Ishe's place of rest, trespasser! The gods are already involved! And...
Tough little cookie.
Do I walk among the dead now?
A just end. You defiled the dead, and enabled the people who killed my son, all on a selfish whim.
No! I gathered the silica for them. It powered the magic stone of those who came before. You saw it, didn't you? These symbols only needed to be learned.
It is not meant for us!
It makes no difference now. I wanted to protect my daughter in life and death. I have done neither. Osiris! Please grant me reunion. She walks alone in the fields of reeds. Am I to remain in the Duat forever? I just want my daughter back! Please!
May you find your daughter in the afterlife, Khaliset. May the Lord of the Duat guide you.
Well, that was cheerful, wasn't it? Let's see, next on the menu. Desert mask. That'll be quite a trip. I'm gonna get my horse for this one. This was one of the ones, if memory serves, I kind of enjoyed. Memphis is a very cool looking place, especially after you help it out a little bit. This is one of my favorite places to visit in the game. Memphis and Thebes.
Whoa.
Find a better. Yeah.
Hey.
Ooh.
After him.
I guess that's a base. Didn't wish to really go through there. I don't think. I don't want to be shot at by mercenaries or Greek military. Yeah, nice sunlit desert ride. Get some leather. And that is the step pyramid of Khufu. Or actually Sneferu.
Whoa.
Sneferu was the father of Khufu. And there's a high vantage point. Saqqara. Thinking the step pyramid is the high vantage point, and I'm going to try and have a go at it. There we go. And you can see Memphis in the distance. I'll turn around shortly. It's a bit of a cinematic every time you synchronize. So in the future I'll be able to swiftly transport myself anywhere that I've seen it. But there's Memphis. And there's clouds over it, which are not normal. In antiquity, the ancient Egyptians, for tombs, they used, it's been termed a mastaba, but I think that's an Arabic word. which I think is the Arabic word for bench. The step pyramid was a mastaba on top of a mastaba on top of a mastaba, getting smaller and smaller the closer to the top. And I think the thought occurred to him, hey, let's make the side completely smooth. And over a 20-year period, using millions of stones weighing 2 tons apiece.
I should speak to Pasha Remta right away. He's likely at the Great Temple.
Here we are. This is one of the capitals. This is somebody's tomb. And there's a vantage point 500 meters from here. Oops, sorry. I don't like breaking things. Well, gee whiz.
Whoa.
This isn't how I wanted to go into the city. But I get lost easily. In case you guys haven't noticed already.
Whoa.
So what I'm gonna do is cross the drink. And here's a guy selling things. Let me get a closer look. He's selling things or he's accepting offerings. He might be grinding cosmetics. Oh, they're running from something. Oh, there's a crocodile.
Adidi, Saev Ancht Shum Heyu.
I think he said you saved my life, or something like that. He used the word life. The guy's running from something in fear.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah, the Greeks are really kind to the Egyptians. They have garrisons ride through the city and...
It is beautiful. But it stinks of the battlefield. Or a tomb.
Yeah, colors are kind of grayed and subdued. I'm after a high vantage point. Temple of Ptah.
Bit old to be playing such games, no?
Oh!
Where is the vantage point? it's up there. Of course it is. And thanks for your patience while I do this. If you want to take a nice little look at these hieroglyphs, it would take a considerable amount of schooling to read them. But they all do mean something. They weren't just randomly put there for looks. Synchronize. So in the future, if I wish, I can just teleport myself here. And my birdie will be just a little bit better at finding things. And at the temple, there's a papyrus that's hidden. I'm not too worried about the guards because they're not hostile unless I start trouble. But I think I've spotted the papyrus, which basically gives a clue to treasure or a weapon of varying quality. So, take a flying leap into a bale of straw, or a pile of straw. I'm going to grab a papyrus while I'm here. If I can get to it. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for it. Trying to scan sometimes the papyrus is easy enough to get to.
You're pretty innocent.
There we go. Found the papyrus. Normally people don't go sprinting in a temple. So to keep the people from gasping and acting as though their lives are being threatened, I'll just try to act like a human being. And this is an Apis bull, which is weird because it's a temple of Ptah. But it's definitely an Apis bull. That's weird. Try to head to the general direction of the objective.
What?
I forgot how the place looks. While there's that curse over it.
Perhaps we forgot some part of the ritual.
I will vomit if I hear more. Have no doubt of this. If our child dies, I die.
No, my Lotus, do not speak like that.
I must go to the seer's house. Leave me be.
priest.
I'm sorry.
I have come to seek the lizard.
Oh, the lizard. One more affliction for Memphis. The city withers in the darkness of a curse. Disease, pestilence, the poisoned stink of the air. The ape is ghoul-sickened nearly unto death. Gods have abandoned us. The people look to me for guidance, but I am as lost as they.
Hush!
Apis, how have we wronged you?
Hush!
Because that is even my own house. My wife, Timehotep, has miscarried 3 times this year. She's with child again, but if she loses a 4th...
I will look into this curse.
My wife's seer can help. His house is to the southwest.
If the gods are responsible, I will kneel beside you as they strike us down.
I remember this being, I don't know all that happened because my memory stinks, but I remember this being one of the most enjoyable story arcs. So you're in for a treat if you've got the patience.
Here, there, Venus.
So, you would have me work a spell? Grow, O light! Come forth, O light!
My child!
Oh! You have come at last.
Who is this man?
He is the deliverer. Many years I have waited for him.
What?
Quick! Help me dream my child away from death!
Let us proceed with the ritual. Bring me the cauldron. I am the master of secret things. The form of the soul that rests in the heavens. I am servant to the great God, who gives light exceedingly. I am the companion of the flame, in whose mouth the fire is not quenched. Quickly, warrior, the cauldron! Sothis, reveal yourself here today and answer me without falsehood. Let your eyes be opened. Devoid of moisture, come forth from the stream. Sothis, let their eyes be opened.
Let your eyes be opened!
That's not creepy. Screw that. I don't like playing games on maximum difficulty.
Must keep my bearings. What is this God's forsaken place?
Not very wholesome, as far as I can tell. I'm gonna follow the lights.
I must keep moving, or be swallowed by the desert. Shadow. That is the Soul Eater. O you doorkeepers who guard your portals, who swallow souls and who gulp down the corpses of the dead. What a journey I have made, the things I have seen. I am but one of you. Anubis, Lord of the Dead. Did that crazy old fool poison me? Ah! Poison. I am he who drives off the destructive one.
Okay, don't step into the poison.
I take the bow. I sweep the sky with it.
Can't see what I'm doing. Yep. That was from me not knowing what I was doing.
Anubis, Lord of the Dead. Did that crazy old fool poison me? Ah! Poison. So others can be hurt. Ah! Poison. You will not devour my heart. I am he who drives off the destructive one. Ra, protect me! I take the bow. I sweep the sky with it. I am he who knots the cord and lashes the shrine together. I am he who drives off the destructive one. He's weakening. You will not devour my heart! I take the bow. I sweep the sky with it. Ah! Doesn't it? I am he who drives off the destructive one. You will feel the sun god's wrath. will not claim me, destructive one! I bet we tear the Duat apart. I am the Great One within his eye. I need to get to solid ground. I will not go into the Valley of Darkness. It is not my time yet! Return! I will destroy you! Die, Sword Eater! Be gone! Swim to the pool of...
Oh, looks like I got it on the second try.
I have traveled through the tomb, dark and lonely ground. I am here now. I have come.
Will you teach me to hunt?
They are returned, safe from him. who would close their eyes in darkness.
My child lives.
Praise to the gods.
What do you see?
Your enemy and hers are the same. Refuse. The temple food, he who prepares it, poisons your womb with flesh of the dead. Go and slay the poisoner, and lift Memphis out of evil.
Praise to him who will deliver us all.
Well, that's an interesting development. I'm gonna proceed. Would have looked a bit grander had I not blundered and got myself.
If you wish to speak of your own true seeing, come to me in the fullness of the moment.
Thank you.
I get lost in a house like this.
Aya!
My love. Are you well?
Better for seeing your face.
There's a strangeness in your eyes. What afflicts you?
Dreams. Of our son.
Bayek.
The High Priest's wife has been poisoned. Her seer claims that her poisoner is our enemy.
The lizard?
I believe so.
The Apis bull is also at the point of death. Let's go to the temple. We can speak more of your dreams on the way. Come, we'll take a boat for speed. So, how does it feel to be Magi to the whole of Egypt?
Like trailing after an ant colony sometimes. But I am proud to serve those in need.
As am I. And proud to serve the Queen.
Have you spoken to the High Priest?
Yes, in advance of the Queen's arrival.
She's coming to Memphis.
Yes?
The exiled ruler appears in the heart of old Egypt. That'll set the young Ptolemy on notice.
It lifts my heart to see you, Bayek.
Aya, you are the one joy left in my life. I want you at my side again.
I am bound to the Queen's service.
And our bond?
It means as much as ever, but we have seen the Order's evil now.
We can fight it, shoulder to shoulder.
I've promised the Queen.
What has she done for you that I have not?
She lifts my gaze to the horizon. I will never stop mourning what we lost. Never. But I must make a world that is larger than our griefs, so that no mother ever again lives what I have lived.
After I kill the lizard.
After you kill the lizard, I will leave Memphis.
Then I will follow. Let us hunt together, as we did before.
You said dreams troubled your mind. Do you want to tell me of them?
No. I would rather not burden you.
We will need to speak of it someday, once the sands have settled.
Once the sands have settled. When will that be?
Soon, I hope.
Where should we begin?
Check the god's enclosure. I'll speak to the priestesses.
Of course. Give me the dung heap job. Hey, do you feed the Apis bull?
No. Them girl priestesses take care of all of that.
Do you know where his fodder is kept?
In that building over by the stairs. But they shut it up last week when the bull got sick.
My thanks. The bull's sickness could come from his food. But it is too soon to say. I need more evidence. The best way out is through. Bitch bits. Half my father's herds died because of this. I should search the place where the god's food is stored. I will have you soon, poisoner. Pasharemta would use a taster for the god's water. Your coat has lost its luster, Shining One. And your flanks are hollowed. Hathor give you strength. These are offerings to the bull. They seem sound. Food for the bull. The rest is likely stored inside the shed.
Well, if they won't let me open it normally, do that.
Peach bits. If the Apis bull was fed with these, that would explain his sickness. And the necklace here. One of the twin priestesses wore something like it. Let us see if the other is missing a weight from around her neck.
Greetings, sisters of Osiris.
As I thought. One priestess is missing her necklace.
How long have you served in this temple?
2 months, ever since the new bull was chosen.
I am a servant of the Queen, who wishes very much to see Apis thrive. Can you tell me of your daily habits?
Every day is the same. We wake for morning prayers, and then we feed the god.
We bless his grain. A man pours out his water and cleans away his filth.
Do any of his caretakers look suspicious?
Why, yes, the, farmer. I've always thought the farmer who brings his grain had an evil look. Maybe you should question him.
This is a subtle way of poisoning an animal.
My sisters, this is surely an accident.
One, maybe. But not a bush of...
We had to save Pantratus!
Hey! Who?
Our brother! Bandits ripped him away from us as we walked in the market. They forced us to poison the god.
They told us they were gonna feed our brother to crocodiles in the suite.
We have not slept through the night since.
I'm so sorry. We had no choice. We never...
Something's wrong. These are not curses.
The Order is surely behind this. Go to the Temple of Hathor without me. The twins cannot be left alone. Quickly, to the Temple of Hathor.
Please find our brother.
Temple of Hathor. Fairly heavily guarded. Well, looks like same old, same old. A little visit to the Temple of Hathor.
Huh?
Give these guys a nice little party. Crouch down, get some better intel. Side of my mission area.
Wait. Can't be sure it's safe.
Hey!
You're going to pay!
Hang on. Hey!
Well, start from the top and work our way down.
This place is heavily guarded.
Auf Wiedersehen.
But may I at least have a drink of water? How about I pour piss down your gullet? Call it wine. What a vulgar thing to say.
Hang on.
Die, you dead!
Good warrior! Take pity on me!
Are you Contratus?
I am. Praise the gods for bringing a strong warrior to save me.
You are injured. I will carry you home.
I'm going to help the civilians, but I want to clean the guards out first. So I'll be right back here. That looks like a different wing. I don't think people too much, so help this guy out.
White baby, Bishitsu Mesur, Nacharutepi, Hem Hotap Nefer Wanetseye!
Tell me about your kidnapping.
Best not to speak of it out in the open. Besides, my wounds are making me very tired. Here is my house. Before we go inside, let us speak. I prefer to spare my sisters the ugliest details of my story.
Of course.
The man who ordered my abduction is a priest of Anubis at the Great Temple.
A priest in Pasharemta's circle. How can I find him?
He wears a blue scarf and has a terrible cough.
The lizard. He is marked.
Pantratis!
Are you hurt? Did they mistreat you?
They kept me tied up, fed me little but crusts of bread fit for beggars.
So?
This is the lizard's work. And so I must stain my hands with another priest's blood.
The Order is everywhere. To protect Egypt, I would kill 1,000 priests. You and I are pledged to violence. Now. And always.
Pasharemta should know of this.
He waits at the palace. I have horses for us nearby. What are you waiting for, my love? Shall we race, like we did in Siwa?
Only if you are ready to lose.
Bold words. I will see you back them up. Eat my dust!
What is the price for winning?
You'll never find out. You're slower than Ramses, and he's been dead a few years now.
You
I
can't
just
keep that
totally
pace.
ran somebody over.
Try me. Faster, beast, faster! I need to prove a point.
Seems I have come out on top.
Seems you have.
We all have weaknesses.
Yes, and yours is winning graciously.
What is this about?
The Queen is about to speak. Let's go and listen.
What are you doing? Get out of the way. The tyrants. Move out of the road.
What?
As they rule, the gods curse our land, withholding the river's floods. But as the living goddess ascends the throne, the waters will rise again. Through me, Memphis shines as rubies set in gold. Through me, Egypt triumphs.
It's a hard sell when things are really bad.
I cannot lose them. They must know my voice is that of the goddess.
My queen.
The Apis bull persists in ailing.
We have found the cause of his sickness. He was poisoned.
Who did this?
The twin priestesses.
Have them boiled to death inside a bronze bull.
Goddess, no.
They were coerced. Their brother was kidnapped by a priest of Anubis with a blue scarf and a cough.
Hetepi? But he is amongst my closest advisors.
Those living in one's shadow are the least worthy of trust.
If even Hetepi is against me.
Your wife and child were threatened by him, but now they are safe. We can overcome this.
The priests of Anubis will be conducting rites in the Great Temple. Look for their masks.
My blade will serve as well as his.
No, that's me.
I care not who kills the priest. Let it be done before we head to Heraklion in the north.
Wait. Tanun the Father breathes strength into your arm.
He's wearing a mask of Anubis. Persistent cough. Found in the Temple of Ptah. Anubis is a jackal-headed god. I guess I'll just...
Another priest of Anubis. A priest of Anubis. But is it Hetepi? Is that the man I seek? Hetepi hides among his brothers.
And I basically need to cut the right one into pieces. I'm thinking of giving him what I call a proper burial. Unnecessary dampness.
Only one of these priests has to die. I must strike carefully.
Better not break anything.
Alright. Ooh, drop through here. See, which one might it be? That was easy.
The lizard! The priest who cursed Memphis!
I serve the ways of old Egypt.
Old Egypt asks a heavy price. Innocents mutilated. Children ripped from the womb. The high priest's name abused.
His name was Muck before you arrived. The masses are the cattle of the gods, driven by the herdsman's whip. You are one of them, Bayek. You are a cow!
It is will that drives me, not fear.
Oh, yes? And who passes the whip over your back? Who demands that you stay in your car with my death?
I have my gods. Now face yours. By your death, the curses of Memphis are lifted. I should report to the others.
What are you? There you are!
Whoa, with part of my battle plan to jump into the brazier. Okay, let's do this the right way, shall we?
Over here! Come, brothers! The crest of
I'm more than content to run out the whole garrison if they're going to force me to do that.
Double toss you!
Whoa, my... Not working. Alrighty. There's a nice bit of entertainment. Yeah, just wiped out about 10 of your boys in there. That blood all over me, no problem. Instead of the dark skies and the smelly filth, Memphis will see a better day. Oops. It looked so entrancey. Terribly sorry.
My queen, they acted only to lift the threat on their brother's life.
Curses will trouble you no more.
Hetep. What could have driven him to such madness?
Memphis is yours again.
Ours.
These dark matters settled, we can finally prepare for the festival of Apis.
May demons feast on Hetepi's car. And may those guilty of Chemo's death soon follow.
When I get to a suitable stopping point, I will go ahead and close the stream, but I hope you've enjoyed the story so far.
It is agony to leave you, but I must go on alone.
Aya!
I will stand by my duty.
Where will your duty take you?
North, to set the sea aflame.
I walk on your water.
I hope we will hunt together again soon. Until then, let us take this night as ours.
Well, we've ended the career of the lizard. And the sky's already starting to look better and better. That's one of the effects I really liked. It looks a lot more normal. Wanted to take a moment to take in the scenery again in the light that it should be in. They did a marvelous job recreating this place. And I really have to salute Ubisoft for putting it together so well. I can't expect anybody watching this to have the same appreciation that I do, but they did just an absolutely brilliant job with this. Mitchell, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. It was cool having you with. There's an Egyptian sunrise for you among Apis gods of Egypt. And it looks like I'm going to be calling it a night. Fair winds for now, everybody. I hope you have a pleasant day, and thanks for watching.